welcome and welcome back. So, whoever I'm reading for, you may have been having a very rough month. I just saw 11 and got a notification, so confirmation. I did pull some cards already for your energy, but before I read them off, I want to let you guys know that the song that's coming to mind in this reading is a song called That's Life by Frank Sinatra. And in the beginning of the song, it starts off by him saying, "That's life, that's what people say. High up," I can't remember the exact lyrics, but he says, "High up in April, shot down in May. But I'll be back up in June." It's something along the lines of that. So it's giving the energy that you may have had a very, very rough month, but you may have had a really great month last month. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been at a point in your life where you were experiencing a very high, but then life happened, something could have happened, and your situation or the circumstances you find yourself in have not been the brightest or have not been the preferred situation or outcome that you want to be in. I'm just getting that you have been very emotional lately. You may have been crying a lot more lately, releasing a lot of energy that has been stored up in you, a lot of, I don't know, there's some transformative energy here. You're not your emotions. And then you also have this card that came out, which is the sun, and it says to paint the sun back into your sky. Back up in June. If you're watching this as I post, June may be a month where you're going to start to see a more positive influx in your life. You might start to see things things are going to start to brighten up a little bit. If you've been experiencing a bit of a low type of energy or you're just having a low moment right now. You could find yourself in a sticky situation. You may find yourself in a position where you can't really fight something. I'm going to use myself as an example, but like a toothache, it's something that's consistent. It's something you can't avoid. You have to get it taken care of, right? Because it can have very bad effects. It's almost something that you can't ignore. You were dealing with something this month that you couldn't ignore, and it was bringing your moods a little low. Okay, you just feel a little bit more down this month. It could even be if you're feeling mentally okay. Maybe you got really sick physically. You may have had a really bad physical month. Sorry. So we have here projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. So yeah, it's been a very emotional month for you. You may have been reflecting a lot on how to go about the situation that you're in. But Spirit does really want to highlight the fact that this is not a long-term thing. You may even start to see literally within the next month. If you're wondering how long is this going to last, I genuinely feel like you're going to start to see positive changes within the next month. This is not going to be, it's not going to stay low for very long. I don't know why I keep saying low, but that's just how it feels. Like you may be low spirits right now, low energy, low activity, low funds, low. Detox your friendships. Maybe you've been dealing with a really bad friend or a really bad family member, or just like a bad situation involving someone close to you. I mean, it really could be friendships. It literally says friendships right here. someone in your circle, if you have a close circle, or even if I guess it really doesn't matter if it's a close friend versus a, you know, like an acquaintance. It's just you're energetically releasing. I don't even feel like this is a conscious decision that you're making. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm gonna cut out Rebecca. You know what I mean? Like, you're not, that's not what's happening here. It's more that life is happening. Like, you're just experiencing life right now, and sometimes people make decisions that maybe clash with one another. You may have just clashed with something with a friend, or maybe you guys just grew apart. I don't know, because it doesn't feel super malicious. It doesn't feel like, you know, toxic, going behind each other's backs and saying this about someone, and then you hear it through the grapevine, and, you know, it's nothing like that. But it just feels like there may have been a realization, either by you or this other person or both parties here, where you guys you're just not very compatible anymore as friends. And you guys are just kind of going your own separate ways, and maybe you both have been, you know, dealing with that in the ways each of you do, right? Like, someone here could be grieving a friendship. Oh my God, literally as I say that, and then the 5 of Cups flips backward, and then the 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I mean, it feels like things are a little shaky right now. It's not very stable. Things don't feel very sturdy when it comes to this relationship, and it may, you know, you really, even this person, like, you're letting them go. Like, even if someone has been reaching out to you, I feel like I don't feel like you're replying, or if there was messaging back and forth between you and this person, it could have even been that the conversation grew stale. You know, maybe you guys were very close friends at one point, and, you know, life took you on the paths that you guys were on, and, you know, conversations grew shorter, time spent together grew, you know, non-existent. It's almost like slowly but surely it crept up on you that this connection here is no longer what it once was in your life. And not just for you, but for this other person as well. I do feel like this is both sides, where you guys are realizing there's not really a foundation anymore for this relationship. And again, it's not like horrible, it's not terrible. I don't feel like this is cataclysmic. You know, you both are not going to keel over and die because of, you know, like, for lack of a better way of describing it. But, you know, it could, you know, it could be a little sensitive. You may have felt a type of way, because it's like letting go of something that you really did cherish at one point, or you really did hold on to. Inner strength, wolf. Yeah, you may be a lone wolf, or you may have your own pack right now. I don't know why I'm getting that imagery in my head, but it's you've separated from a prior unit, a prior circle, right? You've created your own. So it says you may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Yeah, Spirit's just letting you know, you have the inner strength within you to go forward. You have the inner strength to see the outcome for what it really is, and not, I don't want to say dramatize, but you're not going to turn this into something you know it's not. You know, it really is. You recognize it for what it is. You acknowledge it, and you keep going forward. That doesn't mean that you don't feel all these emotions coming up, right? And it doesn't mean that those feelings are invalid in any way. Like, and this could even be hitting you harder than you expected. If this is like a childhood friend, Say that you guys knew each other since grade school and you were friends in high school and college, but for some, for whatever reason that life has, maybe in your 40s or something, you guys just don't talk as much. And if, say something could have, God forbid something happened, but I mean, say something that you guys just go separate ways and you just don't speak anymore. There's something that was understood between the two of you, and it hits you a little harder than you realize or you expect, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I felt so strongly about this, or I didn't know it was going to hit me this hard. But it's like you accept it gracefully, you're moving forward with it, but you are allowing yourself to, if you want to cry, we're human. And then you have the antelope, decisive action. Yeah, you're not second guessing yourself. You're not wondering if you made the right choice. You know you did. You know that things happened the way that they did. This person also knows. It's just, it's hard sometimes, right? Or you feel the way you feel at the end of the day. It says you're being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. So if you have been, I really don't think that you guys are second guessing your choices. I don't feel like you're sluggish. I know this is talking about movement. I just feel this is acknowledging the movement that you're making. Because again, with your energy, I don't feel you looking back. I don't feel you stumbling. I don't feel you hesitating. No, you're still moving forward. It's just, it may be a little heavy emotionally right now for you, okay? But what's some advice we can leave off with for the collective? Do I want to pull one more card, maybe from here? What's a positive message we can leave for the collective? Watching this video, what is it that they need to know? Ooh, okay, that's life. That's what people say. High up in April, shot down in May. I forgot the next part, but he says he's back up in June. You'll see me back up in June. So if you're watching this as I post, May could have been a really rough month for you, but you're going to see significant spikes in your abundance, your wealth, the material in your life. You may see an increase, okay? As in June, within the next month. There could be some serious changes going on in your life that you're not even aware of, like opportunities right at your door, girl. You don't even know. I'm hearing like you don't even know. You don't see something coming. Ooh, there's a surprise coming for you guys. You don't even see this coming. It says you're working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. You guys could be getting like a job offer. There could be some type of, I don't want to say in a sense of like surprise, that type of way, but maybe this is how Spirit's presenting it. But there may be a surprise opportunity coming for you in your position in some type of work field, some type of whatever it is that you are pouring your energy into when it comes to career, work, business, something like that. It's like you're going to see a steady increase starting within the next month, in the next 30 days. I say June. I'm going to say this as I post because it's May. And I'm just going to go off the lyrics from the Frank Sinatra song. But if you're watching this in a different time frame, just take it as the month that you're watching this in, the month ahead and the month behind. So you were probably doing very well the past month. This month you may have taken a hit, whether it's financially, emotionally, all of the above. It could have just been a really, really rough month. But you're back up in the next month. In the next 30 days, you're going to see yourself steadily increasing. You're going to see yourself bounce back into something. You know, it really was, you were dealing in a little rough patch right now. It's okay, babe. It happens. It's life. That's life. It's okay. You're going to see yourself back up and at it within the next 30 days. So keep moving on, keep on keeping on, and you've got this. I really think that was just the message that Spirit wanted to come through, because I didn't feel anything super pressing. I didn't feel anything urgent. It just really feel like, you know, like an arm around your shoulder. Spirit's just really putting their arm around you, like, keep your chin up, kid. Like, I don't know, does someone have like an older, Frank Sinatra is coming in my head, like that old-timey keep your chin up, kid type of energy. I don't know. Someone here could even be from New York. Where's Frank? Was Frank Sinatra? Is he Italian? I'm so sorry. Don't crucify me, okay? I apologize. But there could be something in connection with that. Maybe the music. Maybe you love that type of old music, right? The oldies, the classic stuff, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna leave it there. I don't want this to get too long. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day, evening, wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye. Say bye, Koida. Say bye. Oh.